What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Ellis Sherrod 254, man. Tune in for another one. Buckle up for safety. Just dropped the kid off at school. We gotta be at work at 8 o'clock this morning. So, we are already up and on our way. It kind of sucks having to be there at 8 when I got off at 10:30 last night, but I'll be off by 2. So, that's a good thing. Meantime, in between time, I just want to holler at y'all real quick, man. See if y'all knew what tool do I need to rent to pull this crank Thomas sprocket off. Of course, you saw that the cam timing gear came off just like that, but the crank timing gear it's on there by a key. You need some kind of puller to pull it off or whatever. So, if anybody is aware on what tool it is that you are supposed to use, then let me know. I've been looking around the internet. I found some people say they use 2 jaw pullers. Some people say they use 3 jaw pullers. Some people saying that they got like a special tool or something like that. I've been reading the comments from the last video that went up, and so I am gonna go ahead and change out that timing set. If I can get this, if I can get this damn crank pulley or the crank timing gear off, then I'm gonna replace that gear. If I can't get it off, then I'm not gonna replace the gear. I'll just replace the chain and then the cam timing gear. Which after and it'll be coming in a video, man. Once I get the timing gear set, from the pictures that I saw, like it's really not that much of a difference between what mine looks like. Because when I saw the teeth originally, like I'm thinking like a bicycle sprocket, but even brand new, they don't come that long or whatever. What's up, Dewan? Yeah. So even from a factory, they don't come that long. So uh, that's part of that. Like, damn, bitch, get your ass out of the way. So that's gonna be that. But yeah, if anybody knows, drop it down in the comments. Shoot me a message on Instagram. Let me know what the tool is. Let me know a part number to it or something, so that I can go ahead and make preparations to get the tool to get that off, and then get our new timing set installed. Also, going to be doing some research on the oil pumps to make sure. I was thinking about going with a high volume, but I mean, honestly, it may be overkill. So I'm gonna do my research, and then I'll come back and I'll let you know which oil pump I'm going to go with. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a Melling. It's either gonna be a Melling or just a regular Melling oil pump, or a Melling high volume. The high volume pump puts out 18% more, or pumps 18% harder, or whatever it is. But if I really don't need that extra 18%, and I really don't, you know what I'm saying, need to spend that extra money, then I'm not. You know what I mean? So we shall see, man. We shall see. We shall see. Finna grab some donuts this morning. Couple kolaches. couple donuts. Like, I'm really not a morning person. Like, I hate mornings. I hate the mornings, bruh. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate the mornings, especially if I gotta go like. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's part of growing up, or part of being an adult, etc., etc. Get up, grind, get your money, and then go back to sleep. So, sometimes you go to sleep and then you gotta get right back up. So it is what it is. It's the cam. Oh no no no. I apologize. It's the crank sprocket. The crank timing sprocket or crank timing gear. I mean, I guess I don't necessarily need to replace it. Like I said, it doesn't look to be worn. Like I said, if I can't find a tool for it, then I'm not gonna worry about it. But if you buy the timing set, it gives you a new chain. Yeah, it gives you a new chain and it gives you a new. What is it? So you get a new cam gear, a new crank gear, and you get a new chain. So, good morning. Could I get three sausage cheese kolaches and three glazed? Yes, ma'am. I had a 5 through change of one now. At least I haven't changed one. Yeah, and I mean it. I mean that other chain. I mean it's a little. It looked like it may be binding a little. Really, the only reason that I am even considering. Hold on, y'all. The only reason that I'm considering changing it out is because I'm in there to do the cam anyway. Hi, 70. Hold on, let me get you another dollar. Would you like a copy receipt? No, I don't need it. I gotta get another magnet for the back of my phone. There you go, enjoy and have a great day. Thank you, you too. So, but yeah, the only reason that I'm even, for those of y'all that do not know, the only reason that I opened up behind that timing cover is because of the fact that we are installing the cam. If you haven't been watching the video, you should probably go back, watch the videos, subscribe, click the notification bell, so you don't miss future videos. Um, but yeah, that's the only reason that we took the timing cover off in the first place. Is because we're doing the cam. If I was planning to send this in, and like I said, and I'll reiterate it again, Outcast did not send us a headache or anything like that. We just took off certain things for shipping purposes, trying to reduce some weight, etc., etc. Um, so I mean, the engine was running fine, when he decided to, give it to us for the colors. So the only reason I'm doing that is because I'm already in there, uh, and then it could be like a little extra peace of mind or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I'm budget. I'm budget bill. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. I'm not necessarily thrilled at having to change some of this stuff out, but I figure that it's worth the extra insurance. You know what I'm saying? To take, to just kind of replace some of these things while I'm already in there. Like if I'm already in there, why not just go ahead and throw a new one on there? Like I said, the sprocket look good. Actually, both of the sprockets look good. You know what I'm saying? The chain look like it could be a little worn. I'll price that shit out. I think the new timing says like 40, 50 bucks, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So even if I get it and I just use the chain and then I got fucking the gears laying around for in the future or something, I could do it like that. Uh, yeah, pretty much it. So yeah, if y'all know what tool I could use, etc., man, y'all let me know. Uh, and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, Cash. After I was peeling the tape off, then I took the timing cover off. Um, that model of motor, they didn't have like any kind of chain dampener or whatever on there, so I'm not adding one. Um, just put it back in there with a new chain. At the minimum, it's gonna have a new chain. You know what I mean? At the minimum, if I can, or it's gonna have a new cam gear and a new new cam gear and a new chain. Other than that, we pretty much just moving forward. You know what I'm talking about? So, um, but I gotta bring y'all the update video or whatever. I'm just it's chestnut checkers, man. I'm thinking a couple steps ahead. Gotta be able to get this. Gotta be able to get this part off. So I thought, who better to ask than my fellow DIY guys. That way, if one of y'all know, then y'all can tell me. If y'all don't know, then when I find out, I'm gonna definitely make a video and relay that information to y'all. So if it even happens, um, I saw a guy using like a chain. A lot of the video that I've seen, they've been removing the crank. They've been removing that timing gear with the fucking like with the crank out of the block, and that's not an option. I'm not taking that shit out the block. So, being that I will not be dismantling the block to install it, then the only option left, pretty much, is to just run that chain, run that chain. Well, like I said, it's not in bad condition or whatever, so I'm not. It's not like the chain is in terrible shape, or the gears are in terrible shape, and leaving that gear on there would be detrimental to the build. Like I said, everything was working when I did it, so before I cracked it open. So if anything, we're just putting a little bit more insurance on it, making sure we got a little more longevity, um, etc., etc. Did it have a hydraulic tensioner? If not, it should be the same as old school. Yeah, there's no tensioner on it. I think somebody told me that on the later model LSs, uh, that's when they put the tensioner. That's when they put the tensioner. But for that year, early on, 6.0s didn't have them. So we won't be adding anything to it that wasn't already there. Like I said, the only thing I'll do is I'll just add a chain. I'll replace the chain. What's up, Gene? Yeah, so no hydraulic tensioning. I've always heard of the high volume pen requires a big oil pen. Um, I'm gonna have to do my research on that. That's why I said I need to do some research. I just kind of briefly researched it. I didn't really get to go into depth on it. I did I did notice that it says something about like if you're doing like a bigger horsepower application, or if you're boring something over and your bearing clearances are going to be like more than stock, bored over or something like that. Like if you're running like a bigger crank or something, and you gotta do bigger journals, then you can do oil. But like a lot of people, like they just see, ooh, it's high volume, boom, run that pump. So because I mean, it could be nothing wrong with that pump that's on there, like, but it's just a little bit of extra insurance. You know what I'm saying? Because I would hate to put it all back together, and then I got an oil pressure problem, and I'm like, damn, I could have changed that pump out when I was right there at it. I hate to admit it, but I've had that situation before. Like, fuck, I should have changed that shit out. As much as I hate to admit it, you have to do with one or all. It's a wear pattern bill. Changing one sprocket can guarantee the chain to break. Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess um that's what we'll do. So if we can't get that crank timing sprocket off, or crank timing gear, I'm trying to like it's. I say sprocket because it looks like a fucking sprocket. Technically, it is a sprocket, but it's more so commonly referred to as a gear. And I'm not trying to confuse nobody. But yes, if that gear cannot be replaced, then I will consider just putting back the old shit with a new chain. You know what I'm saying? You know, pressure problem leads to bad bearings. 90% of the time, people always change the oil pump. Vehicle oil pumps are indestructible. Yeah. So I mean, this, like I said, this is my first time being inside of one. So of an engine, being inside of an engine. So just doing my research, and this, that, and third. So depending depending upon what we like, depending upon what we're able to find, and etc. etc. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we might just slap it back together and go. But I would, even if I didn't change the sprockets, I would love to just, I guess, have a new chain. You know what I'm saying? Even though I have not really heard of like timing chain failure on a lot of applications, but maybe the chain is just like an extra piece of insurance. Off chains 3 or 4 points may get the pressure up for a couple days, but it's never fix anything permanently. Oh, okay. Yeah. So So yeah, I mean that might be something that this dude ain't got a fucking power steering and shit. That timing chain is a super weak link. Yeah, so a new chain definitely won't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Even if the sprockets, even if the gears don't get changed, which are like I said, it shouldn't be that hard to find this shit, man. I'm gonna reach out to some people that I know. I got my buddy Bruce that got the shop that I shot the commercial for. And then I run into guys all the time here at the store, so it's all good. What up, Goldie? But yeah, that time of chain. If that's because I think I even seen somebody saying something about going with a double roller. That sounds. I mean, I don't know if it sounds expensive. It does sound expensive. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Looking at it. But yeah. Basically, that sounds a little bit more expensive. Uh, but I'll do the research. You know what I'm saying? I will do the research. I use only double rollers on the 5.7. I replace it if you had to cover off. You talking about what you talking about? The oil pump or the chain, Cass? What's up, Gabriel? Gabriel Blue in the building. Where you from, bro? But yeah, man. This morning, like I had to get y'all morning live and shit, but I had to be at work at 8. So I'm probably gonna wrap this up, man, so I can eat my breakfast and then go ahead and clock in and get busy. I should be off by 2. Got a couple errands to run. That is a good thing. I'm gonna be out by 2 o'clock. Um, Run a couple errands after I get off, and then probably get out there in the garage. Get home, try to get some videos shot for you guys, um, and pretty much just keep the progress coming. Okay, Philly in the building. Oil pump is fine unless you were going full machine side. Oh, okay, the chain. Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, that's the plan. Get that. Take the timer gear off. Get the cam out. This is my plan for today. Once I get off, get the cam gear off. Uh, get that cam get that cam gear and the chain out. Uh, and then go ahead and get the old cam out. Inspect the cam and see if the cam is going to tell me anything about the lifters. Um, I'm guessing it would say something like about the lifters or whatever. If there was like any spots or whatever on the damn camshaft. So we'll get that stock one out. We'll get it evaluated and then we'll kind of just move forward from there. We got a truck for $100. Oh man, you be on your job, bro. All right, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. This shit, I'm trying to get this shit done, man. I'm ready to get this 6.0 put back together um, and get it in the vehicle. Um, Amazon did refund me my money, so here in the next couple of days, it should hit back in my account, and I should be able to go ahead and purchase the sending unit as well as the fuel pump that we need for the G body. So The Cutlass is coming along. Cutlass is coming along. There's a couple more things I need to do with the Caprice. Like I said, I still need to order. I was gonna order the speakers and shit, but I mean, I might just go ahead and just get this timer set. That way I can put a new chain on there and then get that together. I mean, speakers ain't shit. Like speakers is like $40. So I'll get it. We'll put it together and all of that stuff. If y'all want to send donations to this build that y'all keep suggesting that I use new parts for and shit, the Cash App is $LSCR254. Just let me know who you are when you send the bread as a donation, so I can make sure that I personally thank you in the video. Um, Also, I was thinking about opening up a PO box. One of my coworkers slash subscribers said it might be a good idea. Like perfect example that he gave was like if somebody say that I'm getting ready to do this timer set, and a subscriber's like, hey, I got a timer set just laying around. I never used it. I want to send it to you. So I would have the PO box to be able to have that. To have that ability or whatever. So I have the cam and the crank on my inline six. You're gonna be playing catch up. Yeah, I mean it shouldn't take too long. So I mean I already got the cam. All I gotta do is buy some assembly lube. We sell that shit at O'Reilly's. Um, Buy some assembly lube, put the cam in, put the gear in. Um, put the cam in, line up the gear, put the new chain in, put the cover back on, and send that motherfucker. I still gotta get what is it? I still gotta get the oil pan. I gotta holler at Classic. I haven't seen Classic on here in a little while, so I gotta holler at Classic, see what's going on with the oil pan. For those of y'all that don't know, Classic Ride Society, my YouTube brother, uh, he is supposed to be putting us a drain plug and he's putting us a drain plug in the pan that we got from another subscriber, Dewan. So, um, yeah, like I said, man, it's all coming together. Once we get that put together, man, shit is heads. I still got to change out the springs, and yeah, I still got to change out the springs on the 243s. Change them bad boys out, and then put the heads on. I'm not doing like new rocker arms and other shit no rocker arm upgrades. I'm not doing new push rods. The push rod length is the same for the 5.3s it is as a 6.0. So I got push rods at the house. Um, so yeah, heads, um, push rods, rocker arms, shit, valve covers, intake. And I mean, we can pretty much put it together. You know what I'm saying? At that point, after I get the heads on and the rockers and the push rods in, then like I mean, that's pretty much game time. I can pretty much put the motor in the car at that point, and anything else that needs to be added on top, as such as the valve covers and the cord packs and everything. Like I can put them on while it's in the car. So um, no big deal. No big deal at all. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Subscribe to the channel, click the like button, man. Click the bell notification so you never miss a video, man. You'll never miss a live and you'll never miss an update. Because like I said, I'm trying to get this thing done. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, if as long as I don't keep like trying to buy shit for it, then I mean we should be alright. But some things I just, cause I was thinking like I have to check. That's another thing I have to check. I have to check the lifters, and when I do that, I'll do that probably after I change the cam. Um, if they're good, then I'll probably just go ahead and soak them to make sure that they remain to be good. You know what I'm saying? So, are you gonna start the motor on the stand or the floor first, or put it in the colors right away? No, it's going in the car. It's going in the car. I'm not. I don't have the setup necessarily to do that. So, I mean, it's probably not much more that I would need, but yeah. I mean, I'm gonna probably go ahead and just put it in the car. I'm not fooling with it on the stand. So, first crank will be actually in the colors for sure. All right, y'all. I gotta go on and get off in this building, man. Go punch this clock, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Remember, identify your weaknesses, make it your strength. Life is all about choice to choose wisely and productivity over procrastination. Oh, and visit your local O'Reilly's.